the engine's a 75 Z1. Frame is like in the 70s. I'm not exactly sure of the year that the frame was made. So just to start, just some of the things that's kind of our specialty here at Johnny's. From the rear, for the bikes we make these brake lines right here. Really nice brake lines. These are our shock bolts for the Z1. We'll go up a little further here. We have a sealed battery underneath the seat here. Then we have underneath, we have a regulator rectifier for Rick's Electric. Then we have the K&N filters. We sell all the rebuild parts in stock for these carburetors. The cam cover was vapor blasted, and then we had our polisher do the polishing. The motor was just really clean to begin with. Now we did the vapor blasting on the engine cases, the crankcase, and notice you can see this is a 75 Z1 motor. There's no capacity here for the oil here. Usually the mid 76 they had the capacity here in the case, and the KZ1000s, the later ones, had the square boss that told you how much oil it takes in. So the Z1 tells you what weight to put in it, and there's nothing here. And then these are our screws that we have here at the shop. Our polisher does all this polishing here, like on the covers out here, what have you. And the majority of these bolts are replated or came from our bins of beautiful hardware. We rebuilt the brakes and all that stuff. The switch came here from us. And these are our brake lines starting from here down. These are our brake lines. The customer provided these boots here, but we used our own seals on the inside. They're off a late model Kawasaki. I believe these are Bader forks, I think. We rebuilt the brakes. We made a lot of the wiring here ourselves. And of course the K&N air filter system. And we have the breather running down on top of the swing arm. And the reason why it's on top of the swing arm and not somewhere else like the chain or something is you have the ventilation of the crankshaft or the crankcase coming out. And chain oil is chain oil, and motor oil is motor oil. So the motor oil, if you put it on the chain, it doesn't have a way of retaining the oil on the so it flies off and it's a mess everywhere. And we built these shocks. These Mulholland shocks. We had a lot of those that we picked up from a warehouse a long time ago, and we built these shocks just for this bike. If you notice, the standard Z1 shocks have an eyelet here instead of having this female setup here. So you get an edge right here, and on the other side there's an edge. The Z1 wasn't like that, so this is more of a Rickman Honda kind of setup, and the speedometer drive is coming off the rear wheel, as you can see right here. We did a little bit of welding here and there, and the guy that does our powder coating over at Ace Powder Coating, we gave him the recipe of the color that we wanted, so he made the powder coating especially just for this to kind of blend. So this is kind of blended into here, and it's actually kind of really matching actually. He did the side stand also, and the breather right here, we had that polished out, and these are our screws that we have for the carburetors and what have you. And also we have these washers here that we had made, and this bolt here we had made. Actually, these are Kawasaki H2 turn signal washers for the rear. It's like 72, 73, and I think they fit S2 also, 72. And this bolt we had made, and it was kind of a little bit long for what we were doing from the Kawasaki turn signal stems. So we wound up using them up, just for these applications. We're going to run the other side of the motorcycle. We're going to show you another feature we have. We had these foot peg rubbers made, and these are for H1 passenger, like 69 to 71, some 72s. And this is our stopper. Normally from the Kawasaki era, the exhaust stops the center stand from hitting the chain. So now we have this bracket coming off here, and here's the kit that we made. So it comes off right here. The center stand hits this bracket instead of the chain, which is a nice thing. And these are our replated center stand bolts here. And we polished this all out right here. We could have taken a little more time and plated this stuff, but we kind of made this up, and you know, this kind of is what it is for right now, which is fine. It's all perfect. And the chain guard, my polisher fixed this chain guard up. We originally painted it black, and that didn't really cut the mustard, and nor was our customer happy with it. So we had it polished, and it had some issues here and there, but now this is nice. This is really nice. So we hope you appreciate our passion for this motorcycle. This is the first one we've ever done, and we'd be more than happy to do another one, but being in love with the Z1 engines that we are, and this was kind of a special project that we really got into, and so we really like it a lot, and we hope that you like it too. And if you have anything you want to talk to us about, call us and maybe we can answer your questions if possible. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in our stuff.